A medal for acts of resistance. And it's got Lenny's name on it. Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much. According to Yunta's notes, there was a room on the other side. I can't reach it anymore, but Dana could.
And what's the point of that? Pardon me? I honestly don't understand. Well, she doesn't want to go down. I'm not sure. Dana could and do what?
Darn it. The end of Yunta's notes. Impossible to know what happened next. But maybe I can figure out how to open the coffer from what I've read.
Herr Gustav's radio. Looks like he customized it, probably to compensate for the wave disturbance due to the mountains.
Darn it. The end of Yunta's notes. Impossible to know what happened next. But maybe I can figure out how to open the coffer from what I've read.
I honestly don't understand what I have to do. And this comment, I can try into the room, but Dana can. And what? This confuses me. Yeah, do I have anything? Blank film. And what's in here? There's nothing here. Find about the region and its history before you open Yunta's coffer. Like, how am I supposed to know? Take key from the hiding place. Yeah. Again, how?
This is where Yunta's bed used to be, which means her secret stash can't be far.
Oh, I can move this. Oh, I didn't know that.
Get away!
Okay, I'm stupid. Ah.
Yunta's coffer key.
Okay, cool.
Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?
Oh, it was... Yeah, it was... here. Here for pictures. I think the flower... Okay, flower was the second. First, goat, flower, mountain, and tree. So goat, flower, mountain, and tree. Oh, what?
Must have got it wrong. I'll watch this one afterwards.
Again, we can rotate things. Ah, okay.
Interesting footage. I should rewind and remove the first reel before putting this one on.
What? I'm in control. Alright, I'm filming as Lenny.
Lenny didn't say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon. I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
If you get a chance, have a look at the Silberspiegel at sunset. The colors are a marvel of nature.
Demoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
I know it was ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fräulein? But as you please. Since Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
There are plenty of other guides in Vaghen. Why does it have to be you? Just tell them to find someone else.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vaghen and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be good. Then he said that other Vaghens would follow.
Dear God.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case. It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the Music Academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise. Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on, then.
All right. I'll call you my mountain artist from now on.
You've got a flair for names, I see. I like it. Beautiful, isn't it? I could stay here forever.
There, Fräulein Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. But there is just one more thing. You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Vaghen. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
Is it really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Thank you. Again. I've got everything I need from here, I guess. Best get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the music academy first thing in the morning.
Are we not done?
If I were you, Fräulein, I wouldn't wait too long before returning to the tram. It's a fair trot back to the station, you know. So, I expect this will be our last goodbye then, Fräulein.
I didn't ask her about the coin, but... Oh, about the medal, but whatever. I guess not. And something tells me I won't be coming back.
I found her, my sweet Katusha. The girl in the painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Roze.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget your grief, I guess. You should go, Kate, or you're gonna miss the tram. There will always be a train for you. Oh, gosh. What a day.
It's still standing. Yeah, okay, there was no point to click on it. I thought maybe she was gonna say something different, but apparently not.
Closed. It's late. Frau Wagner must have gone to bed.
Latest discoveries on the computer. Well, let's do that. As we're passing by anyways. Locations. Baltayar. Baltayar is a Central Asian country located between Russia and China. Oh, really? The capital and largest town is Kanta, a former British colony, Baltaya was granted independence shortly after the Second World War. Why it's written small. It is mostly mountains consisting of several mountain ranges separated by valleys and interconnected by a network of caves and prehistoric galleries. 25% of the country is wooded and is also delimited by the desert steppes, as well as by Great Lakes linked together by over 50,000 kilometers of waterway. Bulgaria's highest peak is 4,604 meters above sea level, and it's greatly prized by mountaineers from all over the world. Yeah, people, organizations. Organizations? Oh, Origin Expedition, yeah.
Nothing relevant. The expedition mustn't have led to any major breakthrough, I guess.
Okay, apparently so. Okay, cool. Music Academy? Music Academy, the Academy of Music of Vaghen, founded at the beginning of the 19th century by the Academy of Music, quickly became a veritable Vaghen institution. The Academy trained many generations of internationally acclaimed musicians, especially pianists, so contributing to the cultural influence of the town the world over. The Academy is also an architectural curiosity built of Vaghen's main square. Its prodigious, world-famous automaton orchestra attracts thousands of tourists and music lovers every year from around the world. The Academy is a place of great importance in Vaghen history and played a crucial role in the tragic events of the Second World War. Following the annexation of Osterhard by the Brown Shadow in 1938, and by extension of Vaghen, the Brown Shadow turned the Academy into an Oberfeldkommandatur, or High Field Command. Opening their archives has since enabled historians to prove that its soundproof rehearsal rooms were used by the Brown Shadow as prison cells and interrogation rooms. It was in this building that the last moments of the Vaghen offensive were played out. The battle that pinched the Red Army and local resistance fighters against Brown Shadow forces resulted in the liberation of Vaghen. Following bitter negotiations with the other Allied powers, the Red Army handed over the main control of the town to American and British forces to allow the Soviets to focus on their ongoing liberation of Central Europe. The Allied forces that made the Academy their general headquarters saw following time to initiate a transition of power to the relevant civil authorities. Once this was completed, the Academy once again became a prestigious place for learning music. The Academy's recent history is steeped in controversy owing to a large decline in students over the past 20 years. It has recently been announced that the Academy is on the verge of financial collapse. The council is said to have even taken the decision to close it and to computerize the automaton orchestra, so creating a tourist attraction that can function on a schedule. This decision has triggered loud outcries from the town's heritage advocates who have multiplied appeals. These appeals have all been rejected. Is it me, or the text sometimes gets blurry and sharper? Like it's moving, it's hard to read, honestly. People? Oh, okay, Lenny Renner. April 14th. 16th anniversary of the liberation of Vaghen took place under a clement sky. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, like she was. Uh-huh. So she didn't go to the celebration. That's all what that said in their article. I wanted to Google Junta first.
No results about Dana. She probably never got famous.
Junta?
Junta. Demoiselle Lenny told me a lot about her. But was she some kind of spy?
Born in London 1912 of Australian parents, Junta Steinhoff is a filmmaker and photographer. She is famous for the major aesthetical influence of the cinema of the 1930s. She was the center of several controversies over her presumed role during the Second World War. Initially accused of collaborating with the Brown Shadow, from whom she made several commissioned films, Junta Steinhoff later was found to have worked for the Allied Secret Services, especially the British. Biography, filmmaker, she loved blah 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 blah. Aus der Alps, Osterhard, filmmaker, borrowing her mother's maiden name. Mountain film Das Blaue Licht. Filmed by the very controversial Leni Riefenstahl. Well, it's not that Leni. Filming. Close circle of the Osterhard alpinists. Yeah. Upon the liberation of Osterhard, Junta Steinhoff was detained for a few days for her role in the Brown Shadow's propaganda machine. Her status as a double agent soon enabled her to be cleared. The filmmaker had since kept herself to herself, having returned to life in her native England. Sorry, we have new clock and it's kind of loud. Probably you can hear it. Okay, yeah, we figured everything out. Necrology. Yeah.